Grab a decorative metal screen from the home improvement store and puck lights from the dollar store for this stylish DIY home decor. Use zip ties to attach the edge of a metal napkin holder to the geometric metal decor piece. Fold and roll the metal screen and secure a zip tie to the center top. Secure a third zip tie on the end. Mold and shape the metal decor into a curved shape. Complete the same process on the other end. Cut and remove excess zip tie material. I'm recycling a metal pencil holder from the dollar store and placing the puck light inside. Attach the pencil holder to the napkin holder using a zip tie. That's it. I hope this inspires you to make your own DIY light sconce using this easy process.
I picked up a Dollar Tree napkin holder, glass beads, and 2 small mirrors for this project. I used 3 popsicle sticks and some hot glue to connect the 2 mirrors to each other. Then I pulled out my napkin holder and used some more hot glue to attach it to the front of the mirrors. Now's when I use those glass gems. I used hot glue to attach them all the way up the sides and center of the napkin holder. I was left with this. Next up, I grabbed 2 small puck lights, also from Dollar Tree, and tucked them into the center of the napkin holder. Then, I attached 4 command strips to the back. Taking it over to my living room, I made sure to press it firmly against the wall for at least 30 seconds. And I was left with this stunning, sparkling sconce made completely out of dollar store materials.
The first step that I did was separate the pole from the base. And to do this, you just hold the base while you unscrew the pole. Next, I removed the label. These labels are on there pretty good, so just take your time to remove it. I measured the pole and marked at the 6.5-inch line to indicate where I'm going to place my base. I also purchased these emergency LED candles from the Dollar Tree. I thought these candles were perfect for the project since it has a removable base. To attach these pieces, I added E6000 to the flat side of the pole. Then I added hot glue on the outside of it. Then attached the two. Now I want to extend the pole from the base, so I'm going to use these alphabet blocks that I had from a previous project. To attach the block, I'm going to add E6000 as well as hot glue on the top of the base. Now I'm going to add E6000 to the top of the block as well as hot glue, and then attach the pole to the base. To make sure the pole didn't go anywhere, I added a piece of tape to the top as well as placed something underneath the pole until the glue dried. I waited 24 hours. Now for the fun part. Before I spray paint, I'm going to add a base coat, which is a black craft paint, to the entire piece. When I do this, it really makes the metallic paint pop. You see what I mean? Once the paint dried, I place it on the wall with command strips. I think it's official to say this plunger is now a wall sconce. It actually worked. Unbelievable. This is exactly what my painting needed.
All right, so to start this project, we're gonna take 2 of these decorative mirrors that I got from Dollar Tree and found these 2 hexagon frames from Dollar Tree. And we are going to be using some Rust-Oleum metallic spray paint in gold, and we are going to be spray painting these. So we're gonna first disassemble and we're gonna spray paint. So for this step, I took my project to the garage and I had to make sure my spray paint was shaken up quite a bit before I did a test spray to make sure that it was coming out. And then I'm doing light coats of my gold metallic spray paint across the surface of these hexagon frames, and then allowing for about 15 minutes of dry time between coats. And I did about 2.5 coats on this project and let it dry for plenty of time before we moved on to the next step. All right, so now that both of my hexagons have been painted and they are dry, we are going to start with this one. And all we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be gluing this decorative mirror to this frame. So I wanna position it in a way that I like. I'm gonna kind of connect these 2 points on the edge of the hexagon. I'm gonna put a little bit of hot glue and I'm gonna just make sure it's lined up. And we're gonna let that dry. I'm probably gonna add a couple more bits of hot glue once this dries a little bit more. We'll let that sit for a second. And I'm using Gorilla Glue sticks for this one, so. All right, so now that we are all dry and the mirror is secured to the frame, we're gonna take some LED puck lights, and actually you can get them on Amazon. This is the back of the box. This is the brand I got. And they take AA batteries and they come with a remote. So you can turn them on, off, you can change the color. You can even set a timer if you'd like. And what we're gonna do is they come with these little sheets of adhesive, and you put it on the back of the lights. I'm gonna turn those off, and then what we're gonna do is you're gonna once this is secure, you can peel off this side, and we are going to secure it to the back here. All right, and now we are gonna go hang these up. So let's go see how they look. Here's the finished product. Now I wanted to make sure you could see how this project turned out, not only as decor, but as really cool outdoor wall sconces. So I wanted to make sure you saw it at different parts of the evening. So you'll see we're a little darker here, and I love that I actually can control this with a remote. So I can change the colors, I can set a timer, it makes it really easy to control, and it's really complementing my outdoor patio space beautifully.
Head to your local hardware store and grab some 1x2s. I got a 6-foot length and a 4-foot length, and you're also going to want to grab a pack of those wire fairy lights. Once you get them back to the house, hold the 6-foot and 4-foot length up together and make a little mark with your pencil where the 4-foot mark is. This is going to help you cut that 6-foot length into a 4-foot piece and a 2-foot piece. Once that's done, I happen to have a piece of a 2x4. You can use any kind of scrap wood as long as it will work for a base. Screw through to the 1x2 and have it grab on and hold it in place. And then grab that 2-foot piece, and I just used some nice long finishing nails and secured the top piece to the 2 4-foot lengths using that. Once that's done, it's time to paint. Just make sure there's no dust or any kind of debris on it, and then grab your favorite color spray paint. Here I'm using this nice purple color, and give it a nice even coat. Then grab those wire fairy lights, leaving the base piece at the bottom, the one with the batteries, and go ahead and start wrapping your fairy lights around. I did this, added one strand, and thought it definitely needs some more, so I went and bought a second strand and looped them around, and then boom, it made such a huge difference to have 2 sets of lights. It's so bright, and it really brightens up this corner. I hope that you guys run out and try this yourself, and that it adds a little bright, shiny spot to your party or a kid's room or just really anywhere in your house.
These cute containers came from the Dollar Tree. They have them in various colors, and I absolutely love the scallop detail on them. And I'm using a very, very small strip of this adhesive tape. And then to attach the pink to the purple, I'm gonna go ahead and place the adhesive about right in there. Slide together both containers. And it will push your tape down a little bit, but this should be covered up by the puck light. And you're gonna wanna repeat the exact same step on the other sconce. And you could also use clear sconces. You could spray paint yours a gold color if you'd like to. There's really a lot of options. Just holding them together for about 10 seconds or so, just so they join. And as you can see, very firm hold. You have to really work to get them apart, which is exactly what I'm going for. And once your containers are joined, you're gonna wanna move on to adding your light source. I'm not gonna have any electrical in this project, so I am using these really affordable puck lights. Got them on Amazon. I think the pack of 2 was $12. Just take one of your adhesives that comes with it and just pop it right in the middle there. And you're gonna wanna make sure that the diameter fits inside your container, but you're just going to adhere the puck lights on the inside. And this is how they will look. How cool, right? And I am in the attic in our old observatory, which I converted into a reading nook. I've got a large adhesive strip, and I'm just going to put it on the back side of my sconces, and then I'm going to attach it to the wall. And hold for about 10 to 15 seconds. And here is a zoomed out look of the sconces on the wall. I think there's such a fun detail and pop of color. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them on. I'm really liking this red, but I'll let her choose her favorite color. But I think it turned out super cute and not too bad for only $15. I hope I inspired you, and I'll see you next time.